Hi, you know me. What do I consider fascist? That's really hard to say because I've been at kind of a crossroads recently. It's like on the one hand, and I'm going to try to do this without going into all the usual jargon, political jargon I usually do. But it's hard to explain otherwise. It's like what happened with that shooter that shot up that Muslim church. Christ Day shooter in New Zealand or something. I did a video on it called Blood of Patriots. And at the time, I felt cold about it. It's like I was worried that I was becoming radicalized and becoming a fascist. But at the same time, and we're using the term fascist loosely here, okay? I know there's exact definitions and all that, but the colloquial meaning means someone who's a tyrant, someone who's uncaring, a despot, a dictator, evil. Nazis, commies, Hitler, Stalin, fascists, take your pick. And it's like, I feel that, you have to, make that choice. And I don't know if I can make that choice because on the one hand, it's like, if you look at things one way, it's like, wow, you're really slipping down the rabbit hole. If you're alt-right, especially if there's some ethno-nationalists, I don't agree with that, but if you look at it another way, it's like, well, it gets right into all the rhetoric of the alt-right. No one uses the term alt-right unless you're friggin' a neo-Nazi or something, right? Or white supremacist. The Richard Spencer 1488 crowd. And I'm definitely not that. But at the same time, it's like the lies they tell with the truths you feel, and possibly the truths that are, that, hey, your government's betraying you. You're defending your country, your culture, your people. That's evil? No, what's happening is evil. The feminism, the race baiting, the friggin' diversity, the inclusion, all the other things that deny you being your own self, that you own yourself. If you regulate something, you own it by de facto. You're not an owner anymore. You're a leaser. You're a lease society. When they regulate how you treat your children, how you treat your wife, what kind of property you own, what you can and can't put on it. Where's the ownership in that? Now, I know you can go too far, but it's always a world of gray. But how friggin' gray is black and how gray is white? At some point, you're like, okay, that's just a different shade of black or white. There's really no point of the difference. maybe some subtle nuances at the end of each spectrum. That's where our political compass is, and the friggin', people calling each other Nazis and commies and all that stuff. And me making a video about the blood of patriots. Because my blood felt cold. So, I don't really know where the fascism is. And if I went into how I felt, kinda, it would just sound like a bunch of rhetoric. Oh my God, the Zionist globalist frigging, world communist frigging, World Bank frigging, blah, 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 Is any of that cultural Marxism? Yeah. And then, then the new things come up, no, they're NPCs. Now it's clown world. And this thing with Sargon, I wouldn't even rape you. And that sounds like a slogan. Something like, it's okay to be white. It hits to a truth that some people identify with, though. Because we do question the dictates of these nameless, baseless people who decided what our values and morality are supposed to be for our own good. Excuse me? You decided for your own good. And frankly, I sometimes wonder if it's set up in various countries and various systems where you have either a choice of one or the other, and they're both meant to exclude you in some way from making meaningful connections that allow you as a citizen, and if you view yourself as a nationalist, someone who isn't part of the global identity, but is a domestic constituency, it divides you from being able to form a political base of your own, for your own self-interest. Of course, thinking that, is that a road to friggin' fascism? Is that just the beginning of a friggin' either anarcho-communism or friggin' ethno-nationalist, fascist? Some people on each side are, it's true, they're there. But is that the end, or is that just the part, the meaning? Is that just a fringe, or is that the core? It's like Islam, and Christianity, and Judaism. Are those beliefs and the most extreme of them the core or the fringe? What's a fascist? Whatever you want to make, whatever everyone says is a fascist, to a point. Pretty soon, we're all going to be in friggin' North Korea or somewhere having to friggin' clap for 20 minutes because it's not diverse enough, there's going to be a parade of friggin' diversity, inclusion, feminism, it's just, wait a minute. I don't want to live in a friggin' rainbow friggin' socialist state. And I don't think it's invalid to say that. Or necessarily friggin' being a useful idiot to friggin' actual fascists that use it for their own ends to grab hold. Like American Renaissance, Jared Taylor, friggin' Richard Spencer. Well, we know Richard Spencer's a friggin' lost cause. And, Jared Taylor, he stopped selling something, right? But in American Renaissance, well, I don't know. I just don't know anymore. So what is a fascist? Again, all I can say is like most of us are saying right now. You tell me. Because I don't know either. Do you?